What's up? What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talking ENT and Polo Sports News Plus. Here again with another one. Hit that like and hit that sub as well. Wait for y'all to come in. We pretty much already been talking about a lot of stuff that's been going on. Uh, I just reported another story that just happened. Uh, I do apologize, man. I'm having like a rough beginning of the well. I was having a rough beginning of the day, so y'all just bear with me. I hope everybody's morning is doing good. And we got a lot of stuff that's going on in the NBA. A lot of changes that's happening. And I decided to go ahead and also talk about this story as well. Y'all come on in, man. But yeah, I mean we gotta. It's a lot of things that's being shaken up right now, and I understand why. You know, I do understand why a lot of these teams are really trying to get a they're trying to get a chip right now and they're trying to get a chip ASAP. So we'll have to see what takes place, but hopefully somebody will come through. All right, look, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it, okay? And if y'all come in, y'all can rewind, take it back uh, on the video, but I'll just go ahead and jump right into it. Now, we know the situation is going on in Dallas. Okay, it's no secret between Donnie Nelson being fired by Mark Cuban to KP and a couple of other teammates. I'm not hearing just Kristaps Porzingis. I'm hearing a couple of other Mavs players are unhappy with their role in the offense. Then also you got Rick Carlisle stepping down too as well. So it's a lot of messiness that's going on and taking place in Dallas. Of course, uh, I'm actually trying my best to get like a first-hand inside look on what's going on while I'm over here because I'm right here on the surface, right here in Dallas. But the question that we have to ask is who's the real problem? Okay, I know Luca he's an emerging superstar. They're gonna get him his money and everything. But who's the real problem? Because as much as I like Luca and as good as talent as he is, oh man, he's not exempt from getting the smoke from me at all. For the simple fact that there was some things that I noticed about him like mentally that I felt like you could really you could put your comments to use and tell that this guy, man, he's all about himself. I thought that coming into from last season he was gonna make a lot of change, be more mentally headstrong. But now he's going in there being frustrated with everybody. He's frustrated with things that are going on and stuff. And you're really the problem, Luca. I'm just being honest with you. I understand that you the superstar, and you want that you want that organization to do a lot more for you and everything, which I felt like they have done. They've done their best. Cuban has done a great job to put pieces around him and stuff. But let's just call it what it is. You can't sit there and say that I'm gonna call it a meltdown. Let's just call it what it is. I'm gonna call it a meltdown. That meltdown that you had when the playoffs was happening did not have nothing to do with you, because it did. It had a lot. It had a lot to do with you. First off, when you dribble the ball and you dribbling pretty much 80, 90% of the time, and then you dribbling even more when you pass the timeline, you're gonna get fatigued. You put more stress on yourself. Okay, look, I understand the the 40 point triple doubles that you're putting up. I understand the numbers that you're doing and stuff, but you don't realize that it's actually it's actually having a big effect on your team. Now, my thing is this: during that game with the Clippers, when y'all had a chance to win, you were sitting there just right at the 3 point line, just trying to shoot jumpers, and trying to wait for the 3 point shot. When you should have just been taking it in and trying to draw the foul. That's what you really should have been doing. But it's things like that that I noticed about Luka's game that I didn't notice in the beginning. Now, I was I still think he's a great player, but does he have a lot of stuff to work on? Absolutely. But man, more than anything, what makes you look even more bad as a player is the fact of how shallow you are. You sitting there, you marching into the office, people are getting fired. What's up, Jacob Jennings? I see you in the building. I'm talking about it, man. We definitely got to talk about it, man. If you want to come in and chime in, you can. You sitting there and you're being you have tunnel vision. You have tunnel vision. Yes, you getting your assist and you getting your rebounds. But what about the defense? What about the hard work and the effort on the other end of the floor? What about the mental aspect of the game that you're not displaying? You sitting here getting mad and blaming your teammates over stuff. We have to wonder if Luca is really the problem. We have to wonder that. We do have to wonder that. If somebody feels differently at the fact that Luca's not the problem, then I want to hear it. Because the last time I checked, they had several guys on there. They actually had a good. They were in a somewhat of a good position to actually make their push, and they were up on the Clippers. They were up on the Clippers in the series at one point at two, sitting at 2-0. They beat them at home. They proved that they could win. So as a leader of the team, you're supposed to be uh, the one to take the I'm the majority of the blame. No, it's all right. It's all right, Jacob. I understand, man. I understand, man. You on the grind, man. That's hey. You gotta stay on the grind, man. You chime in when you can, comments or whatever, because this isn't anything new. And Jacob Jennings knows what I'm talking about. He's a diehard Mavs fan. He's from here, and as much as much as people like Luca, he's a great talent. He could man, he could ball. Luca can hoop. Yeah, is he athletic? No. Is he jumping out the gym? No. Is he lightning fast or lightning quick? No, he's not none of that. But he's gifted as a scorer. But as gifted as he is, that can also be his curse as well. Because you're sitting there and you're hoisting the ball, up at 3 pointer all the time. It's like you're living and you're dying by the three towards the end of the game. At the beginning of the game, you do great. You do great. You stroking it and everything. But then, you know, I thought the Luca that I knew in the regular season was going to be a pretty damn good closer. That's that's what I thought. He's gonna have to accept responsibility for himself. Straight up, he's gonna have to accept responsibility on his own. He's gonna have to get in there with Dirk and work on his game. Just like everybody, they want to give Giannis the smoke. They want to give Ben Simmons the smoke. They want to give, even they give LeBron the smoke. Luka, you got to get the smoke too. You're not exempt from this. You're not exempt from any of this. And I won't sit here and ignore the fact that Luca, uh, Luca doesn't use his teammates like he should be. You use them, and you get your numbers and everything, and you playmate to a certain degree, but you can't get mad. You can't sit there and get mad and blame some of uh, the faults or the majority of the faults on the other people. You have to take the blame for that, Luca. I'm not going to sit here and act like Luca is not a superstar. Make no mistake about it. But when you got guys like Kristaps Porzingis who who takes all of the criticism about, like, oh well, Kristaps Porzingis, he doesn't he's 7'3", he's a 7'3" unicorn, but he don't use his body correctly, or he's sitting there too, shooting jumpers, and he should be driving to the right, he should be a big man and all this other stuff. But just as much criticism as you're going to give Kristaps Porzingis, you have to give that to Luka. But he's unhappy there. He's unhappy there. There's a lot of other players you can really see it that are unhappy. When you got a guy on that squad like Jalen Brunson, and I've said it before, Jalen Brunson, I would love to have him as a point guard. He could be a value to a team because he does the other stuff. And see, that's the thing, man. Everybody's so focused on guys putting up super huge numbers and all this other stuff. Man, it's not about that. All these analytics and stuff like that. It's like, can you win at the end of the day? Really, can you win the game? That's what we really want to see. It's just like with Dak Prescott. They criticize him. Oh, he can't throw the long ball. He's not getting that much yardage. Da 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 da, and all this other stuff. But he's managing the game, and he's winning the game, and he's not getting any turnovers. But if you look at those Mavs games and you look at the breakdown towards the end, a lot of that was Luca's fault. A lot of that was Luca's fault. What's up, Annie K? I see you in the building, sweetie. Yeah, they no, no, Annie K. They better win. They better win because Annie K. I'm gonna tell you this: if we don't lose, if we don't win, Doc Rivers, his job, his ass is on the line, and they're gonna be making some moves. They're gonna figure out what to do between Ben Simmons and Joel, and 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 most likely probably they're gonna be looking at Joel. I mean Ben Simmons. But I feel like with with Joel, he shouldn't even he shouldn't even be out there, NEK. I'm just being honest. As good as he plays, he shouldn't be out there. He should not be out there. I don't feel like he should be out there. He's doing more harm than good. But we gonna get on my Sixers in a little bit, man. Yeah, they do have to win tonight. It's a couple of do or die games, man. That's gonna go down, and it's gonna determine a lot of stuff. It's if the Bucks lose, uh, if they lose coming in, I think it's tomorrow, then Budenholzer is gonna be gone. Uh, and like I said, if we lose, Doc Rivers, man, he's on the line. I wouldn't be surprised if they fired him immediately. He shouldn't, but when you have Ben Simmons as well, God, you can't exactly, Annie K. I'm so upset at Ben Simmons right now, Annie K. I I'm willing to put Ben Simmons' ass on the bench in the fourth quarter and let some of these other guys play. Like I'm gonna be real, Annie K. Like just in the fourth quarter, like between that third and that fourth quarter, I'm like, look, put motherfucking Shake Milton or Tyrese Maxey in, because at least they have a bigger chance of hitting the free throws than Ben Simmons. But nah, Ben Simmons got to get better at that aspect of his game. He can't be relied upon during that time. And shout out to Hitman X. He put this in perspective too. This is what he said. He said that having been at the center position would work, because when Joel Embiid, when he wasn't playing, they had utilized that and it worked good, and they still were able to get the win. But that was against Washington. Look, if we get if we get another guy, move Ben Simmons to like another position, even though he's a facilitator and all that, I get all of that, but he's got to get the smoke. You haven't made any strides to get better in terms of your offensive game. Like I want to see you at least attempt the jumper, at least try to attempt the jumper. You know what I'm saying? You haven't even tried to attempt the shot. At least for all the hell that everybody gives Giannis. Oh yeah, he can't shoot, or he can't make free throws, or he can't do this and he can't do that. At least the motherfucker's out there trying. At least he's trying. But Ben Simmons, man, it's like you already know that he's gonna miss it. It's like he's not even confident. I'm more confident in his ability than he is his own. I understand that he brings a certain element defensively that I like, and he knows how to facilitate. But what good does that do if they're gonna foul you and put you on the line and you can't convert? As a point guard, you're supposed to knock down your free throws. At least at 70%. Andy K, he's shooting 34%. He's shooting 34% from the line. That's horrible. And as I've said before, that's worse than Shaq. Shoot, I'm about to say that's even worse than DeAndre Jordan. That seems like it's even worse than DeAndre Jordan, man. 34%. I told you. Yeah, Annie K. 34%. That's ridiculous, man. I gave him a little leeway. 59. Yeah, I know. I know. And see, he was shooting 50. I think if you could pull it up, Annie K, I think he was at like 59 in the regular season. He was like at 56 or 59, something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, he got even worse in the playoffs. And Joel Embiid, he's not exempt from the smoke neither. Annie K, yes, I understand he's on one leg. I get all that. But you stepped out there on the floor to play. Like James Harden yesterday, he stepped on the floor to play. He actually did pretty good being that he he was on a bogus hamstring. But with Joel Embiid, this is my thing. Okay, that pressure is on you you should have hit those last two free throws too. As good as free throw shooter as you are, that was water for you. You sitting there, you one of the best, if not the best big man in the league, especially at shooting. Right. I know. Right. Exactly. He had the chance to. He had the Andy K, and that's the thing. That comes with growth and maturity. He's gonna have to mature in that aspect of the game. See, like guys like Luca and Joel and Ben Simmons, they have to grow up, man. Like, and some people might be like, well, what are you talking about, Joel Embiid and stuff? Have to grow up. Uh, he's gonna have to grow up mentally. He's gonna have to grow up mentally in terms of, okay, you got this amount of pressure on you. You know that you need to win the game, man. Can you sustain a, a mental a mental block in your mind to block everything out and accomplish the task, no matter how hostile the situation is. And Trey Young is doing that. Trey Young loves hostility. He loves hostile environments. He's proven that. So him him playing in like an arena that isn't that noisy, that's going to be easy for him. Whereas he's done it on the biggest stage in his young career, like at Madison Square Garden in Philly, because people act like Philly isn't a tough place to play. It is. That place gets loud too. It may not be as loud as Utah or you know the Garden or anything like that, but Philly is still loud. Plus, you did man. He was doing that shit, Andy K, in front of Dr. J and Bubba Chuck, Allen Iverson, and Julius Irving. So you tell me what kind of pressure Trey Young doesn't like. These guys got to grow up. Luca has to grow up. But people don't understand that. We live in a microwave society. Everybody wants stuff quick, fast, in a hurry. A microwave society. And I think, shout out to Wait What. I think he put that into perspective. They want everything quick, fast, and in a hurry. They'll do anything to throw their people up under the bus, step on people's toes to get what they want, and that's what Luca did. I mean, we not stupid. He's up in there telling the people, well, I'm very saddened about the situation and stuff like that. Man, you didn't feel no type of way. You glad this is happening. You know damn well you wanted some changes around there, and you got what you wanted. Now there's no excuses. Now if they make changes and they try to put these pieces around you, there are no excuses now. Now, I want to talk about this too. Kimball Walker going to OKC for Al Horford. I wasn't able to. I had put I just put a video out just a few seconds ago. Well, not a few seconds, a few minutes ago rather, and I was basically stating that Kimball Walker, it was bound to happen. That was bound to happen. Now Al Horford is going back to Boston where he once was, and they're bringing him back. My thing is this: now the next thing is the coach, and then finding a decent point guard for them. We're gonna have to see what takes place. Um, I don't think Boston is playing any games. I think that I think they're very serious about making that push to try to get back to try to get back to a championship level. They Do you think Luca is leaving Dallas for? Um, to be honest with you, no. I don't think right now he is. I think eventually, if he don't get what he wants, he seems like that. That's a good question too, Annie K. If he don't, he seems like the type of person. If he doesn't get what he wants, then he'll do anything by any means necessary to get it, even if that means him leaving. And shout out to Jacob Jennings and Luda Ryder. They talked about this. They said that maybe LeBron has been in his ear, schooling him, showing him the ropes on what the NBA is like in terms of the business side. And I totally agree with that. I, because LeBron is Luca's favorite player. So I'm not going to sit here and act like he doesn't go to him for advice. You don't know who these players are talking to. You don't know how often they talk. Some of these guys they fly out to different areas and meet up at their spots and stuff like that. You don't know it. You don't even know it. Real talk. You don't even know it. And yes, Andy K, I believe that if he don't get what he wants, he'll be out of there. It's just like look at the situation with Zion. Zion's about to leave. You know, I don't know if they're gonna make if they're gonna make that happen. But him and his family are fed up with New Orleans. But you can't. I mean, you gotta be patient, man. Like you can't be patient just because you're not getting your way and everything. These young guys, man, they feel like okay, well, I control everything. Da 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 da. I got to do everything. Man, that's an organization, and that organization was there before you. Yes, are you bringing in people? Are you bringing in fans? Are they doing everything they can to market around you? Yes, that's that's wonderful. But you have to be putting in just as much work and effort on your end in order to prove that you belong there. Like a good example of that, where everything went wrong and it wasn't necessarily the player's fault. It was Kobe Bryant's a good example. They ran Kobe Bryant to the ground. They ran him to the ground, and they didn't do anything for him his last several years there to try to put him in position to at least be somewhat successful. You know, um, we gotta stop acting like these players are so innocent. I don't feel like Luca is innocent at all. And Annie K, I like Luca. Jacob, I like Luca, but I noticed some stuff about him that was just that was sad. And Hitman X, shout out to him again. Hitman X, man, he had been telling me because when Luca had got the um, when the ratings that came out and he was number 4, the rankings. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, yeah, I was on the side. I was like, yeah, he should have been up there. But then I went back and I was able to look at it and stuff because you know about me, I don't just go based on he say she say or always the eye test and everything like that. I actually go in and I actually dissect everything and do research, man. And I started looking at the games that Luca played and everything, and I went to backtrack, and I was like, man, this guy, man, he's talented and everything, but man, when it comes to like the fourth quarters and and his decision making, sometimes, man, it's not that good, and that's why I had to give Hitman X his flowers where he could smell them because he had been trying to tell me for quite some time. And I said, yeah, I would say it like, he needed to work on his defense or he needed to work on this or something. But like offense, he has more to work on than more than people know. His decision making is not good at all. Uh, when everything's going good and everything's like, they're on a high and everything, yeah, that's fine. But what I notice about him is when he starts losing, he wants to blame everybody else, and you can't do that. As a player, you can't do that, especially if some of the blame is your fault. You sitting there pulling up from 3 like every daggone time, well, the majority of the time you get past half court. It's like you dribble, dribble, dribble. You starting to play like how James Harden was in Houston, and then when you get somebody the ball and then they don't miss it, then you get upset or you get mad. You get mad at KP when you don't hit a shot. You get mad at Finney Smith when he don't hit a shot. You get mad at Richardson, uh, all these other guys, Kleber, all these other guys for not doing a making their shots or whatnot. But those guys, those role players in Dallas, they actually were doing a decent job on both ends of the floor. I mean, from my perspective, from what I saw, they had a chance to win. They had a chance to win. Now with Carlisle, him stepping down, I could I could see that it was probably fitting to come. Him going somewhere. I could possibly see that maybe they were going to go ahead and put him in a position to where they were going to be like, you know what, Rick, you brought us the championship and everything, but you know it's time for us to move forward. It's time for us to go in a different direction. And I think that's what he sensed coming. And so he went ahead and he stepped down. He beat him to the punch. Or maybe he was tired of let's just say what it is. Maybe he was tired of Luca's bullshit. You know, I'm I'm not even playing. I'm not playing with Luca, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of his bullshit. He's a ego he's an egotistic person, just like the majority of NBA players are. Everybody got some sort of an ego, but his ego is like really skyrocketed, really through the roof. gotta we gotta stop acting like these players are so exempt, so exempt from criticism. I don't feel that way about Luca, man. Like now, Luca definitely does deserve the smoke. You know, I praise him. You know, I said he's on the come up. If you look at my videos, I made a video about him. You know, giving him his props. But you know, we also, man, I call it what it is. I can't sit here and just be biased about it. I have to be. I have to understand what guys like Hitman X. Uh, I think I want to say Showtime. My guy Showtime had brought it up too about his play. Shout out to Showtime too. You know, we have to be real. We have to be real about it. And look, if he leaves Dallas, that's that might make matters worse. Look, you're in a place right now where they're welcoming you with open arms. As much as they, you know, they might be talking about, you know, Luca and everything like that. They like Luca around here. When Luca first busted on the scene, oh, they love Luca. It was like that's why they. It's like they immediately they weren't even talking about Dirt. They weren't even talking about Dirt. And then he finally, you know, he busted on the scene and stuff and started doing his thing. And you know, got somewhat cocky. And then his ego just started to just get up there. I noticed that one time because I seen him playing and he was calling for the ball and I forgot what player it was, but he was calling for the ball and he got pissed because the other player decided to shoot it and he didn't get the ball or whatever during that time or whatever and he was livid. I mean this dude was he was hot, man, turning red and everything. And when he went to the bench, I think he was like complaining at the guy or something. And that's when I knew. I said, man, this guy is not humble. He needs a piece of humble pie. He needs a piece of humble pie. He's not about the organization. He's not about progressing. I'm pretty sure he wants to win just like anybody else. I know he wants to win, but if he do, the problem with him is that if he doesn't win and he don't get his way, then he's quick to throw people under the bus, or he's quick to uh try to get rid of people, and that's not to me that's not the way to do it. You know, these guys got jobs, these guys got families, even though they might be making a substantial amount of money. What you have to realize is that these guys have a livelihood just like you do. You might be that cash cow. You might be making, because I think he's supposed to be getting 200 mil. You might be getting that money and everything, but let's not act like these other guys in the organization don't have families. Let's not act like these people in the organization don't have a career. It's not just you, Luca. It's not just you. My boy Mike, man. Mike in the building, man. Y'all go subscribe to my boy Mike, man. He got two channels on them boys. How we doing, Texas? Mike, I gotta get your take on Luca, bro. But go subscribe to my boy Goat Mike channel. He got now he got several different names, but just look up Goat Mike grinding, and then Lakers channel, Big Mike. He got two of them. So go sub to his channel, man. Definitely a hard worker and definitely passionate about the game. Uh, and it's like okay. Now I where Goat was saying the other day. Okay, this is what Goat said about he said about Giannis. Now he said Giannis was a yes man. Okay, and he needs to speak up a little bit. Now that Goat was straight right about that. What's up, Red Con? I see you in the building. Goat Mike was on point about that shit. Like, yes, speak up. But when you throwing people under the bus, you getting rid of Donnie Nelson, a guy that actually put you in position to win. I mean, you getting rid of, I mean, you making Rick Carlisle step down. Kristaps Porzingis don't even want to play with you. Tim Hardaway Jr. look like he fed up. I mean, look at those guys, man. They look like they unmotivated to play, just sort of like when Mike's Lakers. Like those guys, they look unmotivated to play. I'm one man band on the court and home work. I'm fixing to hop on. Okay, all right, bro. Giannis must have heard me talking in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, you was on point. Hey, Mike, you already know me around here. Hey, if hey Mike and Red Con and Annie K, everybody else is listening. One thing like I won't do, I give a nigga his flowers while they still here, and I give him a prop. Mike was on point about two things. He was on point about Paul George not needing uh Kawhi Leonard, and he was on point about Giannis and needing to step up and actually needing to take charge, so to speak. But we'll have to see how that goes in terms of him wanting to adjust and play with KD. But he was on point about it. Just like Hitman X was on point about what he was saying about Luca. He been telling people the whole time about Luca, but some people didn't want to listen. I wasn't saying that I wasn't gonna listen to Hitman X because I'm gonna listen to my guys like Goat Mike, Hitman X, my guys Ticket, my guys James, my guys LB, uh uh everybody. I'm gonna listen to them, and listen to what they're saying. Like Luca, it's time for him. He is the problem. Nobody else is the problem. He is the problem there. They have a great team. If I was the coach, I would start Jalen Brunson. I would start Jalen Brunson. I would move Luca to the shooting guard, and I'm like, look, he is our primary ball handler. Okay, if you don't like that shit, Luca, I'ma holler at you because you don't understand that you're taking away. You're doing more harm than good. Who wants to be that? Like hey Mike, hey Red Con. Do you want to be with a player that dribble the clock out? No. And I know Mike don't like that shit because he done told me before. He wants a player that's gonna actually move the ball around. It's gonna get exhausting. You gonna get tired of being around that motherfucker, and you're gonna be like, look, man, you need to pass the motherfucking ball on time when I need it. We gotta stop acting like Luca. Yes, he can shoot. I know he can shoot. He can pull up from deep. But that's all good when that's great when you do that in the first half. But can you do that shit with when the game matters? Then oh, you want to fold up when the pressure gets tight. And then on top of that, you're not giving as much on defense as you are on offense. That's another thing that you need to work on. You need to work on your defense as well. Okay, the greats all played all the most of the majority of the greats played both ends of the floor. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's good, Polo? Hey, man. The first thing I want to say, man, I know what the subject is, but first thing I want to say, Polo, is just that my whole life, man, I've been a one man band. You talk about when I'm on the court, I gotta do it all: rebound, assist, score, defend, hustle. When I'm at home, I'm expected to do it all once again. Wash dishes, mop, sweep, whatever, clean, whatever's asked of me. Even at work, I'm asked to do it all. Work in customer service, work on the register, work on the baskets, come back in, work in floor, work produce, go back work dairy, work grocery, go back door. You know, everywhere I go, I'm asked to do it all. Whether it's on the court, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, I'm asked to do everything everywhere I go. So I kind of compare myself to LeBron James. A guy that had to do it all most of his career. So I compare myself to guys like guys like LeBron, guys like I don't know who else I can name. They had to do it all. Maybe like a Jerry West, that was by himself and had to try to do everything. I mean, I'm kind of used to that, So that's why I said I'm a one man band, and that's why I've changed my name, Polo. My new name is one man band because everything I do in life, I have to do it all. I have to do it alone. So I don't expect anybody to help me. Sorry, Paul, I'm going on this rant, but I just had to get out my chest.
Nah,
I just
man. Hey, Mike, don't be. Hey, what did I tell you? Stop apologizing about shit on this channel, nigga. Speak your fucking mind, man.
but yeah, Polo. Everything I do, man, I have to do it all, man. Look. Just yesterday, every day, Polo, I expect to have to do all the dishes. Everybody out of school, summertime. So I'm
Shout out to
expecting
Hitman X, man. I see you in the building. Go subscribe to Hitman X.
big facts, y'all. Salute to Hitman X. But yeah, Polo, I expect to do everything, all the chores. I expect to go to work, do everything. I expect to when I go to the court to do all the rebounding, all the assisting, all the scoring, defending, everything in life. I expect to do it all. I can go to work 18, 10, 12 hours, and I still expect to come home and do it all. I don't
Hey, that's
expect to
what. Hey,
see.
Mike, that's what I wanted to ask you, nigga. Hey, you
Uh
really,
huh.
you really seriously be working 18 hours though, my nigga?
It not a look. I'm combining everything I do in a day.
Yeah.
I'm combining. Look. 18 hours is not strictly like at work. I'm combining everything I have to do in a day.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, damn,
I'm.
Walmart, they give you
It
some
feels
good
like
ass
I'm.
hours, man.
Polo. If I combine everything that I have to do in a day, look, even like the highest amount of hours I can work at work is like 9 hours. But the Polo, if I combine every single thing that I do in a whole day, it feel like I'm working 18, 20 hours. That's what it feel like
Yeah.
when I come when I come home, I'm expected to do all the chores. Uh, whatever I'm doing, I'm expected to do everything. I don't expect to see any kind of help throughout the day. So I feel like I'm working 18, 20. You know, I feel like LeBron James. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel the same thing LeBron feels. The guy do it all. Like 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 yesterday. I was cleaning all day. I was cleaning the whole day.
Yeah.
Now today's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna have to do everything, all the dishes. I'll probably do all the sweeping, and guess what? I still gotta go to work at 3:30. Still gotta go to work. Work 3:30 to 11. Then I gotta come home and do it again. Do everything, all the chores again. Go back to work. Come home.
Well,
Do it all
you should
again.
have stuck. You
Uh-huh.
should have stuck with your original name. Goat Mike always grinding, nigga. Like, why you why you change it up,
Nah, nah, no. One man band sound better because I don't
nigga?
ever have no.
I don't know
I don't
how
be
many
having.
fucking names you got, man. But
Uh-huh.
hey, if I'm gonna shoot out your channel, Mike, because you got to realize I get on other platforms too, man. So if I'm shooting out your like Hitman X, he got one goddamn name, nigga. You got like 60 fucking names. I like, damn, I can't keep up with this motherfucker, man.
But yeah, Polo. One
Yeah,
man
Jacob.
band sound
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Hey, Jacob, laughing at you. Hey, Mike, nigga, 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 just stick with Goat Mike, nigga.
It is Goat Mike. It's Goat Mike. It's Goat Mike, the one man band.
Look, you got Goat Mike Lakers fan. Goat Mike loves his haters. Goat Mike one man.
But
Goat Mike
Polo,
always grinding. Goat Mike.
but Polo. Let me ask you a good question, Polo.
What's up,
Polo,
bro?
when you're asked to do everything, no matter where you're going, you feel like a one man band. Can you blame me for saying that? I feel like a one man band.
All right. Well, next week, man, just keep me on point. He said. Oh wait, Jacob said goat of. Nah, hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this again, man. And listen, between Goat Mike, Chicken TV, my guy Hitman X, man. I throw Lamont in there too. FYF Lamont. Man, those are some hard motherfucking workers, man. Like them guys are dedicated to what the fuck they do despite what they got going on. So and Goat is his work ethic is unmatched. People think I fuck with Goat because I'm a sub of his because no. I I learned a lot from Goat. I learned a lot from Hitman. I learned a lot from these brothers because they be putting me on a lot of shit. So that's the thing. I'm willing to learn. That's see, if you talk to a guy like Too Raw for TV, he'll tell you he likes to listen more than he likes to talk. And that's why that's very if you could listen and take in from whoever it is, then you could actually be better. I don't never get on here and profess that I know everything, and that's what I like about Goat. If he's wrong, he'll sit up there and he'll say, okay, hey, look, I admit I'm wrong, and it takes a man to do that type of shit. But that's neither here nor there. That nigga Goat is a hard ass worker. That's why I fuck with him. That's why I fuck with Hitman X. They don't know that these niggas are working at big ass companies that if you don't do what they tell you to do, them niggas will get rid of your ass in a heartbeat. In my line go,
That's more than facts. That's way more than facts. And even at home, if I don't do all the chores, I might be on the street. I mean, who knows? So yeah, I'm at. I mean, that's at home and at work. I gotta
yeah,
do it all. I'm like a one man band. You know, I'm still staying with my parents and stuff. So I gotta do all that at home and at work, or so I'm on the street and off a job. So that's why I say I'm a one man band. I come in and I do it all at home or work, even on the court, whatever I'm doing it all. I'm
nah,
the
this two.
I'm the off court LeBron James Polo.
Hey, look, this 2-on-2 battle. Uh, who are you playing against, bro?
Okay, so basically each team has one kid and each team has one adult.
Oh, okay,
So basically, the one that has the dreads, he,
yeah,
the kid that has the dreads, he's on my team, and the one that has the glasses on is on the other team. So
right,
the two kids were guarding each other, and me and the adult was guarding each other.
right.
So you have black guarding black, and so when you watched that matchup, Polo, what did you think, man? I was trying to do everything.
Man, yeah, you show versatility, man. You show versatility, man. That's what I'm saying, man.
uh,
You need to come out, man. You need to come out. I want to take you and Hitman to a place where they be hooping in South Dallas, man. So you could test your game against guys that really be getting up though.
oh, I could play against anybody, Polo. I'm used to playing against great competition. I mean, if I'm playing against guys that can jump, that's gonna benefit me because all I'm gonna do is ball fake, let your ass fly by, and I'm gonna go up with it. As simple as that. I love playing against guys that jump a lot, guys that reach in and jump because you reach and you miss, your ass getting crossed up. You jump, and I ball fake, you gone. You see, Polo. I love guys that jump. I don't like playing guys that can't jump because guys that can't jump, it kind of makes me have to work harder. Like that dude I was playing against, he could jump, but he's not a big jumper. So I wasn't able to ball fake and just let him fly by. But I love
Right,
having guys that I love playing these athletic players. Guys like Giannis that jump a lot. I would just ball fake, let them fly by. Guys like LeBron that love jumping on defense and transition. All you got to do is ball fake, let them fly by you. Any kind of defender that loves jumping, just ball fake, let them fly by you.
right. Well, man,
So,
look, hey, go, man. I'm finna,
uh
I'm finna get into something up. We got a lot to talk about the NBA, man. Hey, yeah, what you think about Kim? Hey, what you think about Kimber Walker going to OKC for Al Horford? What you think about that?
uh, woo! If you're if
Yeah,
you're
Kimber got
Boston,
traded, man.
they traded him already.
Yeah, didn't you get my video, man?
They traded him for Al Horford. Well,
Al Horford going back to Boston.
it's a great pickup on one end, but it's bad on the other end because now you have a big man, but you have no point guard. So that trade to me is like 50-50. It's like half good and half not. You
Right,
traded you traded it trade you traded your only point guard for a center. Three that trade is 50-50. It's half half for me. I ain't gonna give it an A or a B. I'm putting it right in the middle.
right. Yeah, yeah. That's good logic right there. Cause you know what, Mike, I said the same thing. I was like, well, Al Horford, he's declining anyways. You know what I'm saying? He's at the twilight of his career, and he's going back to a former team. And then Kemba Walker's injury prone. I did hear this though. I heard that they possibly trying to make move for CP3.
And
I
I
don't know.
highly
Hey,
doubt.
Hitman, I don't know if that's true or not. But that's what the word on the street is. But I don't feel like they should do that. I feel like they should stick with like Pritchard, like put Pritchard at the starting
CP3 not going. He's not going to. I don't see him as a dude that would go to
to Boston.
the Boston. I don't see that. I don't. The way that Chris Paul mindset is, he would. I don't think he would like. I don't think he would like that kind of environment. Like Boston ain't for everybody. I'm gonna say that shit now. Boston's not a everybody type shit.
Right. That's fact.
And you
That's
playing in
fact.
Boston, man. You playing in Boston, man. The lifestyle in Phoenix is way
Uh huh.
better. Is way better than being in
Hey,
Boston.
hey, go. I'm getting ready to go. Hey, you got my email, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what my
yeah.
email is?
Yeah, let me.
Look, I'm gonna put it right here for you, man. I want you to email me uh your email, and
Okay,
I'm gonna holler at you about something, okay? Behind the scenes, bro.
okay. Let
All
me
right.
get my pen.
But y'all heard it first, man. Goat Mike, one man band. Go sub to his channel. Hitman X, go sub to his channel too. Both of them got very, very great channels, good basketball minds. They part of the LDBC brothers, man. All day they represent. Andy K, I thank you for showing up. Red Con, I thank y'all for pulling up, man. Until then, man, this is Polo Sports Talking ENT and Polo Sports News Plus. I'll get at y'all.